Let's build out one of the simplest Webflow accessible components, and that is the skip link or skip navigation link, or sometimes referred to as the skip to main content link. And what it does is it allows the user to come to a website and bypass the navbar or any other navigation and go directly to the main content of a site. The great thing about building this in Webflow is we don't need any custom CSS or custom JavaScript. We can build this right in the styles panel, just affecting two different states. We have a sample page set up here that we can add a skip link to. And if we just see that we have a page wrapper, we have a header which contains our navigation, our navbar, and we have added the tag header to it as a landmark. We have a breadcrumb nav, and then we have our main wrapper here, which the important things to set here is we want to give our wrapper, our main wrapper, an ID of main. We want to give it the landmark tag of main as well. And we have tab index -1, and that is so that we can use the keyboard, not just tab, but the keyboard to access the content in the main. So the first thing we want to do to add in this header is we want to add a link, text link. And we want to push this to be the first basically tabbable item in our document tree. So we've got our, let's give this a class of skip link. We've got a display of inline. We're actually going to give this a bit of, just for right now, we're just going to give this so that we can type in our content into it, but we will be changing this shortly. Auto, and we're going to also want to make this absolute, so it's absolutely positioned, and we're going to go 2% from the side, and we're going to go 14% from the top. And so just so we can skip main, and you want to make this something similar to this as far as the text, just you want to be very descriptive with what this link is actually going to do. And what we're going to do is now we're going to remove our width and our height down to 0. We're going to set the overflow to none. And now this skip link isn't visible, which is exactly what we want. What we want is only it to be visible on a keyboard tab. And so what we're going to do is we're going to just go to our focused keyboard state. We want to add some, let's add some padding. And we're going to put the height at auto. And what we've got here, let's go 12 rem. Fit there, we can fit it all into one line there. We just, now you can style this however you want. And so I'm going to leave that exactly as it is. I want to give it a background color though, so it stands out. And I also want to give it a border color. Let's go 3, and we're going to give it a border color of our blue. So when this becomes focused, this becomes the state. The one thing we do want to change is we got this auto now. The original state we want to make sure is none, because we don't want that to be, you know, any which way clickable on our regular selector here. So the last thing we need to do is we just need to tie it to our page section. So if we go to our page section here, and we've got our, we're setting it to our section main that we created the ID for, and we are done. So here we are on the test and build page, and I'm just going to quickly hit tab, and that is going to give me the first link on the page, which is our skip to main content. And so now if I go to that, it's going to take me right into the main content, and I know that because if I tab now, it's going to be highlighting the button text and tabbing to that link. And then once you build this out for any of your projects, I mean, this is a perfect thing to build as a component that you can use throughout all of your Webflow projects as a very, very simple thing to add some quick accessibility into your projects.